Guess just getting settled. I'm a little early just to get people time to file into class for rods practice. Okay. Today I have a fun practice planned. Following with the theme of the White Rabbit and the Wonderland theme. If you've been at my recent rods practice lives, you know that that's been on my mind. This white rabbit following curiosity down rabbit holes, and I had just a funny. I brought in a new prop today. I'm going to talk about it again later, but I'm too excited. You guys have probably seen this poster. You can get it on Amazon. It's just called The Great Awakening, and it has lots of cool topics to explore, different rabbit holes. It's all reversed, so I apologize. But it was really funny. You love this poster. This poster is funny because it's just one of those cheesy. You probably could have bought it at like Spencer's Gifts back in the day, right? Now it's just this like cheap gimmicky poster. But I remember finding that on Amazon right when I was going through the part of my life where I'm like, oh my god, I think I'm really being contacted by aliens. And I was like, what? Like, I'm really processing that and being like, and they're telling me all this stuff and it's all come true and oh my god. And so it's funny because I found that poster and I was like, oh, so much of what they've already told me exists and it's like known enough that it's like a ridiculous poster already. My mind was blown. And so I had to get it. I have it framed and I usually keep it by my bathtub. As a reminder, I'm like, this seems ridiculous, as so much of our truth hidden around us does, right? It's meant to seem ridiculous. But we're all learning it's so real. And so today I wanted to try something new, where I wanted to kind of go over some of the crazier things that are kind of popping up again, like the Hantavirus outbreak scare headlines, the Area 51 explosion headlines, those things, right? We're going to explore some of those and put our worries to rest. But I also want to try something new with my pendulum. And Apollo and Gaia said they'd be down for it. Oop, not enough space. But I wanted to try, like, taking the pendulum and finding a topic on the poster this way to talk about. And so I don't know if it's even possible, but this is a classroom, so we're going to experiment. And I told him, like, I think the easiest way would have it be to continuously spin and just stop. That's what I'm hoping will happen. That it'll stop on a topic and then we can just start asking questions about it. So we'll see. It might be a total dud today, but that's my goal. We're going to try that. So, the Great Awakening rabbit hole poster, continuing with my theme of following the rabbit. There are a lot of holes to dive into in this poster. So, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so make sure you have your water, your candle lit as well. We're going to start in just a few minutes. Forgot my wizard hat, witch hat. I need to continue bedazzling it. The part that I want to wear in the front isn't finished bedazzled. Hey, Steph. His hair, get out of the way. There we go. Alright. I have a fun, my smile. I'm just your dental witch. Practice good hygiene, spiritual and oral. Okay. Hey everyone, thanks for coming into class. Today is Thursday, the 6th, I believe. And yeah, I have something fun planned for today, something new. I always like plan about 15 minutes before each live, like, what am I going to do? Crap, I got no plans. And so today we're going to try something new. And I'm going to go down, going down some rabbit holes today. And I have a really fun meditation that I'm excited about for the end. Make sure that's good. Okay. Yeah, really fun meditation at the end, so stick around for that. Excuse me, I have to go 1 hour today. Oh. Hey, Mary. Okay, so everyone, my name is Dale. Please have a seat. It is time for divinations class. This is your Hogwarts professor here. And yeah, today we are going to call in Apollo and Gaia for the rods practice. And my goal is to go into some rabbit holes. Some of the darker, more sensationalized ones that I know are popping up right now louder and louder, like the Hantavirus outbreak scare headlines, the Area 51 stuff, just some stuff. If you have another one that's really on your mind, feel free to drop it in the comments, and I'll see if we should explore it. Because I wanted to explore those and sort of go into how some of our media is meant to blow up these headlines purposefully and see which timelines are more probable. So we'll see what we get. Another experimental portion of today, because I'm trying to think of more ways to fill time for the future in these sessions. And so I have this Great Awakening poster, and it's something you can get on Amazon, like anywhere. It's one of those silly posters, okay? But it was really crazy to me when I saw it, because I realized so much of what I was being told in my own extraterrestrial contact experience through hypnosis was about things that are on this ridiculous poster. And it blew my mind that these things were that were brand new information to me is not brand new information for people that we've been calling conspiracy theorists out there. And so I used to think those people were crazy, and now I'm one of them. Haha! So that's how it happens. Down the rabbit hole I went. And so I'm going to try and see if we can do pendulum work with the poster and see if we can find topics to explore that way. I have no idea if it'll work. It might totally be a bust, but we shall see. So, yeah, so let's get ready. It is now officially the start of class. Light your candle. Oh, make sure you're burning some Palo Santo as well. I totally forgot to do that. I hope everyone is having a magical Thursday. A reminder, if we get people in here who are like heckling and stuff or accusing witchcraft or anything like that, like literally ignore them. The witchcraft or like mods, you can go ahead and if they come in here already saying witch, mute. But if people are just, you know, oh, you're looking for water, like, yeah, not really a big deal. I don't mind. Okay. Thank you, Kat. All right. We welcome open discourse, but we do not allow disrespect. I appreciate all of y'all. Okay, so now we've lit our Palo Santo. Also remember to smudge your tools. I have both my pendulum and my rods today. I love my pendulum. It looks like a little dragon tooth. And also my children broke it once upon a time, but I fastened it with some copper wire. Totally fine. Totally fine. And I think it actually makes it cooler. So, all right, let's do the white light pyramid. All right, Alexa, volume down. All right, everyone take a deep breath. Oh, the bell. Where did it go? Here we go. I demand release from all control, communication, and influence of my thoughts, feelings, words, and deeds. I demand release from all control, communication, and influence of my thoughts, feelings, words, and deeds. I demand release from all communication, control, and influence of my thoughts, feelings, words, and deeds. Okay, now we do the white light. Everyone, close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Exhale. I want us to imagine a bright ball of white light coming down from source into the room that you're in, where it settles right above your head and moves in through your crown chakra, where it moves down to find your heart space and anchors in and starts to pulse and expand and fill up your entire body with this shimmering white light. And once your entire body is filled, it continues to expand outwards and takes on the form of a white light pyramid that completely surrounds your body, with the peak about 20 feet above your head and the 4 points touching the ground. And I want you to imagine a beam of light coming down from source through the tip of your pyramid, through each of your chakras, down through the base, and onwards to connect to the center of the earth. And if you want, you can also imagine another beam of light that connects forward out of your heart space and connects to my pyramid of light, connecting all of us together. With this white light pyramid activated, we are completely protected, and we only allow truth, love, and wisdom to enter our fields. And then you can ask for a physical sensation to signify that the white light has been activated. Okay, I felt like a buzz in my legs. All right, drink some water. Remember, all of this works because your body is transferring energy from channeling it from above into you. So more water, more electric conductivity. Okay. All right, everyone, let's begin. So grab your tools. I'm using the rods today. Hey, Bruce. And we're going to be calling in Gaia and Apollo today. And so I would like to call in Gaia and Apollo. And when you're here, please cross the rods. Thank you. Eee, I feel that. Whew. All right. Am I currently connected to Gaia and Apollo? Yes. And just to double check, the highest expressions of both Gaia and Apollo. Yes. Okay. And am I connected to anyone else currently? No. Perfect. If you get a yes on that, start over the white light and call in the correct beings again. I'm getting a yes. Okay. Now, where was I? Okay, there we are. So first, before we get into today's topics, we have to discuss a little bit about timelines in general, which I know many of you already know so much about. But let's ask some things, because we're realizing that all we can predict when it comes to future and divination is probabilities, correct? Yes. It's like the probability of a certain timeline being played out. Yes. Based on the current parameters in play. Yes. And the current choices and parameters in play. Yes. That's important. And it's true that the powers that were or are trying to still be are aware of that, and those there are. That is why our news highlights the bad news. It is why it is so divisive and fear programming conducive. Like, there is a reason, and it is 100% not good for us. Our news media overlords know the power they wield and how to exploit and manipulate us with fear. Yes. Okay. That is a truth we all need to understand. And I feel like that is non-divisive. Both sides of the aisle can probably appreciate that truth. Okay. And so we want to know, our thoughts then actively feed certain timelines by what the news is trying to show us, correct? It's telling us which timelines to feed. Yes. Okay. So, going to the first scary rabbit hole today, the Hantavirus. This is a big scary one because I'm sure, like myself, many of us out there are still holding trauma from our 2020 pandemic years. Those were big years. Big years of change, big years of what is going on starting to happen on a global scale. So the fact that that Hantavirus headline is, of course, triggering all of us into thinking, is this going to be another pandemic? That's what it's triggering us. That's what it's trying to get us, right? Hey. And so I wanted to ask about the probability of what is actually going to happen. So let's ask. Is there a highly probable timeline in which this virus outbreak becomes a major global issue? I'm getting a no. Is the news trying to change that probability? I'm getting a yes. Okay. And then we can ask again in a different way. Is there a probable timeline in where this hantavirus outbreak develops into another pandemic scale event? I'm getting a big no on that one. Okay. And so you want to reiterate then that the news is over, what's the word? Amplifying. Over amplifying the probability of this timeline. Yes. Okay. Is there truly a real hantavirus virus outbreak happening? Interesting, I get frozen. Which could mean other things. Is that a clear, are you giving me a clear no answer? Was that a clear no answer with that last? No. Okay. So the hantavirus headline is maybe has some lies. Okay. So it's not being told accurately via the news. Yes. Are there some like actors involved? Are actors involved in any of the media, upfront, public-facing part of this virus headline? I'm getting a yes. Yeah, but I think there was a news... who knows what's really happening, but I think the most recent is that they did release the people off the boat. Yeah, to be quarantined somewhere else. That's the recent headline this morning. Asking the ascending timeline, maybe. Okay, let's see. So I did this in 5th grade, making a pendulum go in line circle, just thinking it. Yep, that's what we're doing. And some people are using pendulums, some people are using rods. But this is a group practice class, so if you wanted to break out that dusty pendulum, you're welcome to. So the ascending timeline, yeah, because remember, we're all in different timelines. So you can ask, like, maybe there will be a lower timeline. Is there a possible lower timeline in which there is an actual hantavirus outbreak? I still get either frozen or no on that one. But let's say, am I on the timeline in which there is a possibility, even a remote possibility, that the hantavirus will become a full-blown global pandemic? I'm getting no. Yes, yeah, I hadn't heard about it either, but I have friends who are in the hospital field, and so they've heard about it. And, you know, of course the news is trying to make and trigger our pandemic unhealed trauma, basically. Because, you know, it's triggering our distrust. And I want to reiterate that there's a lot of divisiveness over the COVID pandemic, and that divisiveness was purposeful. Yes, by opposing forces, yes. And it was, I would say, is it accurate to say that, is there some truth to the theory that the COVID pandemic was fabricated? Yes, like premeditated. Yes. Okay, we won't go deep into it, but yes, there was prefabrication truth to that. And on top of that, there was also truth to, was it purposely mishandled afterwards? I feel like yes. Like, I feel like this current new virus headline is triggering our deep-seated, like, distrust in how all of it was handled. But I don't know if this gives you any relief to know that it was purposely mishandled. So it's like our ability to contain viruses is actually pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. When protocols are followed. Yeah. And so it's like we really need to learn. There are going to be more headlines that are going to try and distract us and pull us into these fear cycles. And that's why it's more important than ever to feel into our bodies, even while doing practices like this, to discern what do we feel is real. And so the news is trying to amplify this headline, this timeline with collective fear. Yes. So it's more important than ever then to regulate your nervous system when someone mentions it. You have to mentally remind yourself, like, this is not real. The news is not always telling us the truth, yes. And as we get closer and closer to the shift, the other side is becoming more desperate with their attempts at delaying and bogging us down with fear and divisiveness. And so, at this point, we got to use everything we got to just stay calm and have a good time. Yeah, Hakuna Matata is going to save the world. Okay. So if you have any questions about the Hantavirus stuff, please put it in the comments. But otherwise, I'm going to move on to the Area 51. And so I just wanted to ask, like, Apollo and Gaia, do you basically want to, again, confirm that we need to stop being afraid of this headline? Yes. It's like completely trust that we are on the highest timeline and we will always be prepared for what's to come. Yeah. We spend so much time worrying about possible potential outcomes. When I'm telling you, if you could see the amount of potential timelines ahead of you just for the next hour, the possibilities of your timeline for the next hour are so infinite that, like, you would realize how much of a waste of time it is to, like, worry about what's coming ahead of you. You have to do your best to stay in the moment, stay regulated, and trust that you will always get communication from your team in some way. You will know what to do, what to be prepared for. Like, you will never be in the dark about something. Yes. So, just trust. Area 51, that's the next topic. I don't know if you guys saw the headlines recently, but it was about, like, explosion type sounds heard from near under Area 51. And Emily Eaton channeled the other day in one of her lives that she was getting that she felt like it was an attempt to delete evidence of alien and tech interaction, because is it true that Area 51 is tied to alien research and technology? Yes. Is it true that they have or may still be keeping live extraterrestrials there? I'm getting a yes, but ask again. That they actually, okay, let's ask in the past, because I don't know about now. Have they ever had live extraterrestrials in bodied form under Area 51? I'm getting a yes. Was it more than one type? I'm getting a yes. So more than one species? Interesting. Okay. And do they also have alien technology under there? Yes. Okay. So, were there truly explosions heard underneath recently? Yes. Okay. Were those explosion noises created by military officers? I'm getting a yes. Were they held against the will? That's a good question. Okay. The aliens that have been kept under Area 51. Again, you're confirming there have been. Yes. Are they still there? I'm getting a yes. Okay. Are they held against their will? I'm getting a yes. Let me make sure that's all like official yes and not a baby. So they are 100% there against their will. Yes. Okay. Are there some that are there of their own volition? I'm getting a yes. But that feels confusing. I love that. I feel like maybe these are bots, because they always come in. You looking for water? You should be looking for jokes, because that one's an old one. But no, today I'm actually channeling the consciousness of Earth and our sun, Apollo and Gaia. I bet they've been moved. Maybe so. And so, what was I going to ask? Okay. Are there still aliens located underneath Area 51 currently? I'm getting a no. Have they been relocated? I'm getting a yes. Okay. Were those explosions connected to attempts to remove information, delete evidence? So Emily's information was accurate. It was an attempt to, yeah. I'm getting a yes. Okay. But again, her information also said, and this was, I think it was Prometheus, and so this is definitely something we'll be talking about tonight in Prometheus's follow-up interview tonight at 8 p.m. So please be there for that. He'll be finalizing our alien expression as we've explored the Council of Nine. We started with him in the God expressions, and then we are ending with him in the alien expressions. So we've explored both their God and their alien expressions, and so that would be a great question to talk about with him tonight, is Area 51 and alien disclosure. Because he said in Emily's channel that even though those explosions were indeed the military's attempt to delete records of their involvement with aliens, it's most likely because the truth of aliens is coming out, ready or not, military. Like, humanity has reached a level where we are ready for the truth. Yesterday. And he said that even those attempts are meaningless because the truth is going to come out regardless, including the truth of their involvement and to what level. So don't, like, at this point, I hope that we can leave this session realizing that, is there any benefit at all to watching channel anything news stations? Is there any benefit? I'm getting a no. It's like, because you cannot guarantee any of it is accurate, yes. Most of it is designed to freak you out and make you think the sky is crumbling, the world is ending. It's like, we are being controlled in real time, manipulated in real time. You're just getting here? Hey, Nikki, we just went down some rabbit holes, some darker rabbit holes, leading to alien disclosure, because it's true. Alien disclosure is inevitable. Yes. We are on the timeline where it is happening right now. If you don't know aliens have been here, it's not so much secrets are being kept from you anymore. It's really a matter of you really aren't paying attention. Yeah. We've got so many weird alien things happening right now. One thing that especially piques my interest are the boogospheres. Apollo and Gaia, are you there? Yeah. Are the boogospheres created by humans? I'm getting a no. Are they created by non-human consciousness? Yes. And it's like they are being found more and more. I think there was another one found. Was there a recent one found in the United States territories? I'm getting a yes. I think the one I originally saw was like it was in Colombia originally. Okay? And they're like these soccer ball sized spheres that are found like floating, changing directions, and then fall right in front of someone to find. And I was told about the boogospheres in one of my first alien contacts. Long time ago. And this is when I was still in disbelief, and they were starting to tell me all these prophecies. Like, they were like, oh yeah, Biden's not going to run for president. And I was like, what? And they're like, it's going to be a woman. And I was like, there's no way. And wouldn't you know it, enter Kamala into the stage. And they were like, oh yeah, Trump's going to win. And he did. And I was like, what? Okay, so they were starting to like feed me prophecies, and they were coming true to make me realize, okay, I'm not losing my mind. This is really happening. Oh God. What now? And so one of the things they started telling me about was like, okay, you guys are real. Okay, well, when does everyone else get to find out? And they were telling me like, well, we're doing a lot of stuff. We're sending down, like, boogospheres are being sent down with the purpose of being found. Yeah. And they didn't tell me much other than they said there would be many. And they've told me that something will happen, like they will synchronize and activate at some point when all are found. So it's just so interesting. Like war popping up, that's happening in real time, and it's just a mysterious ball, and it's so interesting because scientists are like, what is this? And they're pouring water on it and it immediately steams like it's hot, but when you touch it, it's ice cold. And it's just very interesting. So go check out the Boogosphere. Oh, you love hearing stories from my sessions? Yeah. I know. I'm really glad that I get to share it, because for a long time, I was like, man, I can't keep all of this to myself. Like, this feels like groundbreaking. I need to share with the world. You saw Boogosphere in MN, is that Minnesota? A few months ago. Very cool. And so there's more coming. I don't know how many, although my mind immediately goes to like 13 or 12. Is there going to be like 13 Boogospheres? I get yes on that, but I have no idea. Let's ask for a different number. Is there going to be 14? Okay, no. Is there going to be 11? No. Is there going to be 13? Okay, I get 13. Cool. See, that came in my head. Thank you. My hat is looking good. I still haven't bedazzled the other half of it. So, I'm like Two-Face. Bougie. Serious. Okay, so what is next? We just discussed Area 51 and that ultimately the people will win. It's like we need to stop focusing on the news and trust we are headed towards some good times. And those good times involve alien disclosure. Yes. It involves so much of this poster, The Great Awakening, is stuff that's already real, already a thing, but kept secret from us. And so many of us are so worried, like, well, when are we going to get free energy? When are we going to get our food fixed? When? It's like, they are problems that are created problems. And as soon as they're not purposely put down as problems, they will cease to be a problem. And so we are just, your job until then is to jolly, find the jollies, joy, anchoring in authenticity, creative energy. Squeeze the joy out of this life and this time. Because I promise you, there will be a day where you're going to be telling your children, your great-grandchildren, and so on, I remember the days we saved the world with joy and memes and funny TikToks. Oh, change the world, you'll see. Like, it really is. Like, it feels silly, but even those TikTok dances make a positive effort push. So, it's like people just gotta bard it out. That's how I see it. Like, channel your inner bard, your inner dancer. Live, laugh, love. That was the millennial slogan, and we were always meant to live, laugh, love our way to the top. It's the answer to it all. Smile more. My mind was blown when I found out how much info is already out there. Exactly. When the aliens started telling me all this stuff that sounded insane to me, and I started like researching, like, okay, there's no way reptilians are running, and then I like Google it, I'm like, okay, oh my god. Yes, that man is wearing a tinfoil hat, but he's also talking about reptilians. Like, and I started realizing, like, people know about this stuff. And then I found this gimmicky poster, and it had everything. And I was like, oh my god. So I had to buy it as just a reminder that, like, I'm not making this up. Something is happening, and here we go. And it's so funny. Like, here's a whole section on the Draco. Oh, wait, no. The Draco Reptilian Alliance, and we interviewed a Alpha Draconian the other day. And so, real life is very funny these days. Very funny and cool. The news is really trying to make it not cool. Not cool, and we're not going to let it do that. Okay, so, moving on to the reptilian Earth connection. So a lot of this stuff was talked about in the interview, and so please go check that out. I got it from Amazon. It's just like an Amazon poster. And it blew my mind. And I was like, I've got to get this. And my husband thinks it's ridiculous. But I'm like, shh, quiet, you sweet summer child. You will find the truth one day. But anyways, okay. So the reptilian information that came through, one of the more exciting things that the Alpha Draconian Leo said the other day is he said, well, first let's say for those who may be watching this brand new, Gaia and Apollo, are you still here and connected? Yeah. Did I truly talk with an Alpha Draconian extraterrestrial? Was it yesterday? Yesterday. No, not yesterday. What day is it? It's Thursday. So it was Tuesday. Tuesday. So it was a real alien Alpha Draconian. Yes. Okay. And is he actually truly working for humanity's highest and greatest good? Yes. Although he revealed, is it true that that wasn't always the case for him? Yes. He revealed that he was there at what they call the changeover, the takeover, after the fall of Atlantis and Lemuria. And he says that is when things shifted to the patriarchy version of Earth that we have been sampling for the last few thousand years. So, we're done with that dish. And even the Alpha Draconian says, we are done with that dish and we're ready to sample the divine feminine balance. The balance here that we are overdue on. Yes. And so it's really cool. Go check out that interview. But in it, he said something really interesting to me, which he said that, is it true that there are currently ongoing projects in which reptilians are trying to help humans? Yes. And one of those projects is specifically, he said, about advances in architecture. Yes. And he was talking about like ideas of new building materials, new building shapes, where it's basically we are learning to work with our ecosystem and environment instead of having to tear it down and build something to replace it, which is not sustainable. So he basically said reptilians, one of their specialties is going to be helping us with more sustainable building and architectural activities. Like, that's so cool. And it's like, we need to become aware that there are already active alien groups ongoing like that are all happening behind the scenes and with all the purpose of making the shift as seamless as possible for us. It's like they keep repeating it every single time, but we really need to lock in how true it is that we are so extremely supported. Yes. Energetically, yeah, from like the gods, pantheon realms, the angelic realms, the dragon realms, yes. But we're also supported from the aliens that are both interdimensional and extraterrestrial. And so like all of that is happening. Plus there's Inner Earth and all the beings in there who are doing us major solids. Yeah. And so we are wrapped up and surrounded. We need to just anchor in peace and joy and calm in this crazy time and trust. It's all going to work out just fine. Okay, so because the future is going to be like, I feel like a Brady Bunch alien human civilization. With crystal cities, unlimited clean water and energy. It's like where community is everywhere. Yes. And so it's like we are headed to some awesome times. Focus your attention on them with me. Let's build it up together and amplify those instead of the news headlines, which are terrible. Okay. So, let's try the Great Awakening poster thing with our pendulum. I've never done this before, but my scientist heart wants to give it a try. So, all right. And I asked them before with the rods, I was like, okay, Apollo and Gaia, you there? Yes. All right, I want the rods to stay circling and you stop where you want me to. So they say, we shall see. Alright, I'm gonna try and put it over here. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Alright, start circling. Oh, it like stopped immediately. Oh, it's kind of it kind of feels like okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, is it something over here? Really? Is it something over here? Make a yes if it is. It says yes. Okay, that was really... I don't trust my pendulum work that well, so let me ask it something. Okay. It felt magnetically linked to something for a second. Okay, it's saying it. Did you already stop it? Okay, wait. Is it something in between the inner Earth circle and the Q circle? Right in between there, I'm immediately seeing... Was it Area 51? Interesting. Okay, yeah, it's Area 51 right there. Where is it? Yeah, Area 51. And around it, it's linked, it says Deep Underground Base. And then it's linked to, I can't read it too well, but it looks like a Janel Airlines, Janelle or Janet Airlines, Las Vegas. Interesting. Okay, let's ask about it. Okay. But it really did, so like what, did it magnetically stop? Yeah, it totally felt like if I moved it, it was very light. Like it was a very light magnet, but I was like, whoa, that stopped quick. So it worked. Okay. So was it Area 51 that you want me to talk about more? Okay. Is it more linked to these deep underground bases? Okay. What do we want to say about the deep underground bases? Are you trying to just confirm that there are 100% these deep underground bases that exist? And would you say that some of them are human controlled and made? Yes. So like, would you say that would you say that there are some that belong to the US government? Yes. Whoa. In more places than Area 51? Is there that link to the airport? Is that important? Yeah. Are there undergrounds under? Do several airports have underground bases? I'm getting a yes. Ew, that's so creepy. Ugh. Are those bases? I didn't even finish my question. But I was gonna ask. I was trying to find the right words, but I was trying to say, like, are they up to no good under there? I was thinking majority too. Would you say that the majority of airports have a secret underground facility? Yes. Is it so secret? Do like the airport employees know about it? I'm getting a no. Does the Denver airport have a secret underground facility? Yes. You jumped to Denver always gets the creepy stuff. Is there truth to like the creepy elemental like energy of that place? I'm getting a yes. Is there a sort of like not great intent with those weird gargoyle statues there too? Ooh. I'm getting a yes. Interesting. Would you say that these underground bases have any involvement in the trafficking of children? Surprisingly, I'm getting a no. I was kind of expecting... And so you're saying that they do other things other than traffic children? Yes. My mind is going to, like, monitoring So I feel like part of it is probably like, go for it. I feel like part of its purpose is probably is it Homeland Security? Okay, yeah. Part of it is that. Part of it is also like monetarization, but I want to say like, would I be upset at what they were doing underneath? But I'd be upset at a lot of things. I feel like it's our I'm immediately feeling like our privacy rights are violated. Yes. Like we're 100%, but we kind of knew that already, right? Like we already know our Alexas are listening to us. Yes. Granted, I don't know what they can really gain from listening to us, but they are indeed monitoring more than we would like to know. Yes. That's how I feel about it, about those underground bases, at least the airport ones. Are there like, do any of these airport underground bases have alien technology links to them? I'm getting a yes. I don't know. This is a kind of a crazy idea, but are there portals that exist under any of them? I get a yes. And are any of those portals able to be used by humans? Not able to be used. Are humans currently using those portals? Interesting. And are they portals that are able to take you to other planetary locations or other planetary portals? I don't know. I'm getting the sense of like maybe some like R&D departments of like transportation like that, or just portal, high speed. I don't know. That's the sense I get. I don't know about other planets. I know that it's true that there are portals on this planet that could take you to other planets. Yes. Do any of those portals exist underneath these airport underground bases? Yes. And are there humans currently here that know how to use and access these portals? I gotta know, or do not answer. Interesting. But there are beings accessing these portals currently. Yes. Interesting. But who knows what that could mean? Because as we're learning, even from the reptilian yesterday, he did confirm that some of them are so hidden we would never know. And some of them could be literally your neighbor. And that they could be a lovely, lovely person through and through. It's crazy, right? Yeah, the Stranger Things under the airport stuff. Yeah. But it's all going to come to light. So interesting. I don't know what else he wants me to explore. What they want to explore with that. But yeah, never thought about the airport stuff. But I have the feeling that just like we're learning that there are tunnels. Is it true that there are tunnels underneath the Sphinx and the pyramids? Yes. And is it true that those tunnel systems connect? Do the airports connect? Yes. You can access them underground, each of them. Do they already use underground like transportation, like trains? Yeah. Wow. Are there entire cities, human cities underground? Like that show Paradise. Wild. Is there a high-speed tunnel connecting a bunker in Colorado to one under Denver Airport? Yeah, just like the show Paradise, like I said. Okay. Is there a high-speed tunnel connecting Colorado bunker to the Denver Airport bunker? I'm getting a yes. And I think all the airports are connected. Like, if I wanted to, in theory, I could stay underground and reach every single one. I'm getting... Is that a yes? Was that a yes, that I could stay underground and reach every single one? Yeah. Weird. Are there some people who, like some human people, who have lived underground their entire life? Yes. I heard trains go faster underground than up here from your... Yeah, we're definitely heading towards a... Like I said, these cool things already exist, except we're totally being kept from a majority of it, including these high-speed trains. The free energy is being kept from us, yeah. Cures to many of the major diseases also kept from us. And a lot of the cancers are purposely pushed into our food and water. Like, yeah, we're being sickened for a reason. Elizabeth April also saw the underground cloning facilities. Yeah. Let's ask. So I follow Elizabeth April, but is Elizabeth April truly able to remote view? Yes. So is she able to see these locations even though they are military and protected? Yeah. All right. So is it true that there are underground cloning facilities? Yes. And is it accurate to say they are working at full capacity? Wild. And all of this is going to become aware to the public. Yeah. Wild. Have any of our presidents ever known about this underground cloning facility? Does our current president know about it? I'm getting a yes. Is he a fan of... Is he like a proponent? Does he support research like it? I'm not getting anything. Would you say he is a fan of the cloning facility research? Yeah, it's feeling... Yeah. He's not... You're saying he's not against it. Correct. Okay. Is it under Pennsylvania? Oh, wait. I heard there's a whole president and government down there. Have any of our presidents been cloned? I get a yes, but that's a big question. Have any of our presidents ever been cloned? I'm getting a yes. Was it with their conscious decision making? I'm getting a yes. Interesting. Is there a secret cloned president hidden somewhere? I don't know if that's a yes or not. Is there a secret cloned president hidden somewhere? I get a yes. Who knows? Is there more than one? I feel like yes. Okay. Did our previous president know about... Did Biden know about the cloning facilities? I get a yes. Did he participate? I'm getting a yes. I don't trust me at all and use your discernment, but is Biden then still technically alive? Interesting. I get a yes. Because I've always wondered, like, it always looked like they were using other people to pretend to be him towards the end there, yeah. That's what it says. Were they actually using other methods to pretend to be him? So I always wondered if they were doing that because he wasn't really alive, but I don't know. But anyways, what a wild... And in all of it, it seems... It's so messy. It's so messy. To me, when I think of it, at first I'm like, oh, like, how do they get all that cool stuff? Then I'm like, It is probably worse than any, like, I think of Euphoria. Like, it's a mess. It's a mess on that stage level. Truly. What a shame, because they have access to so much stuff that people like you and I would be change makers. And they're sitting on all this stuff and just, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. I don't know if Biden is dead. I mean, I think, they say, I mean, according to the rods, he's alive. Yes. But we're also learning that can we really trust that the president that they're showing us on TV is actually the president these days? I'm getting a no. Was that also true during the Obama administration? Who knows? Because did Obama know about the cloning facilities? So it's like they knew how much they did, but they knew, which means they know. And we can't trust, because did Obama participate in the cloning at all? I'm getting a yes. So I don't know. I don't know what that means, but all I do know is that their time is running out. Yes. Are the clones for wars? I mean, I'm sure that there's probably a whole department, because there's so many uses for clones. Yes. Are there research and development teams working with clones in an effort to use them as like war efforts, as like soldiers, or yeah. It makes you wonder why they're cloning other than the president. Of course, there's so many reasons to clone. So many reasons. I mean, for not a good person. Non-ethical reasons. But if I put on my non-ethical villain hat, yes, I immediately would want clones for harvesting organs. I can make my own replacement liver. Easy. Done. It's only going to cost me $1 million or $2 million. I got hundreds. Like, you could use it to literally, I mean, was that whole episode, or that show with, not Paul Walker, Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd was this clone, right? And, in the show, it shows like he uses a clone to like replace the things he doesn't want to do, but I'm sure there are people who are literally probably using the clones for that alone. Yeah. The movie Island. I don't remember that movie, but I'm sure I know it was a horror movie. Do clones have souls? That's a good question. Okay, let's ask. Do I have a soul? Yes. If I were to clone myself today, would my clone have a soul? I get no. Would they have a consciousness? Yes. Would you say they have the same consciousness as me? No. Okay. So it's just interesting. And so it's then sort of, then would you classify, okay, as we've learned before, that there are, is it true that there are currently several demographics of people here having a human experience, and some of those we would classify as a soul having a human experience? Yes. And others we would classify as a human having a human experience? Yes. And I feel like we would classify a clone as a human having a human experience? Yes. Which also we might classify as an NPC. Yes. Which doesn't mean, like, I know in the spiritual community, I know we hear that and we're like, it's quickly become almost a derogatory term for like a soulless person, and therefore they don't matter. But would you say that that is true, that just because they are soulless that they don't matter? No. But I'm restricted. Oh, I got shadow banned for something. I don't even know what I said that crossed the line. Oh well. Oh well. What was I talking about? NPCs. I blanked. Must have been it. They're like, get her! My Alexa was listening. Come on, FBI team, relax. Okay, where were we? Where's my iPad? So there was that. Let's see. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go straight to the meditation, y'all. And let me plug in my phone. I don't die mid-meditation as well. Yeah, exposing the truth. And so I hope today, we talked about a lot of like the darker rabbit holes. There are many, and if you do get this poster, some of them are the darker, seedy stuff, but some of them are the really awesome stuff. I think like even blue avians are on here. Like there's a lot on here. So I recommend it just for funsies, but there's so many to go into. But because of all the rabbit holes we're exposing, and because of what is still being fluffed up or tossed up in our headlines now, it's more important than ever to like calm down, my babies. Be easy, my babies. Hakuna Matata. No worries. We got this. So that's the theme of today's meditation. It's following the white rabbit through the storm. So everyone, please get ready for the meditation. Get comfy. Close your eyes. Alexa, shuffle solfeggio frequencies. I'm gonna get this music right. I can never get it just right. But I'm gonna.
Solfeggio frequencies by binaural source from Spotify.
Alexa, volume up 2. Okay, Alexa, volume up. Okay. Let's see. I'm even gonna turn off my AC for y'all because the noise is just too much. Okay. All right, here we go. Now I mean business. All right. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And with every breath, allow the noise of the outside world to begin softening. The headlines, the fear, the panic, the endless distractions, the emotional overwhelm, just gently begin to let it fade into the background. You do not need to carry the weight of the entire world right now. You do not need to scan for danger right now. You do not need to solve everything right now. Just breathe in and out. And notice how tired the nervous system becomes when it is constantly living in fear timelines, constantly anticipating collapse, constantly consuming noise, panic, conflict, and uncertainty. And now, in the distance, you notice a small white rabbit, calm, still, peaceful, watching you quietly from the edge of a hidden path. There's no fear coming from it, no urgency, only curiosity and wonder. The rabbit slowly turns and begins walking down the path. And something inside of you immediately knows to follow. And so you begin walking behind it. And with every step, the noise of the world becomes quieter, lighter, farther away. The air begins changing around you. The trees become taller, older, wiser. Soft light begins shining through the leaves overhead. The earth beneath your feet feels alive, warm, conscious. You can feel roots stretching deep beneath the ground, pulsing energy gently like a heartbeat with the planet itself. And for the first time in a long time, you begin slowing down enough to truly feel the world around you. The wind brushes slowly, softly across your skin, as if it's aware of you. The stars above feel closer than before. The air feels intelligent, alive. And with every step deeper into this world, reality begins waking up around you. You begin remembering that we have forgotten how connected we already are, forgotten how to listen and feel. We've forgotten to notice the living intelligence surrounding us at all times. The rabbit continues leading you deeper into the glowing forest, and now you begin noticing movement around you. Tiny elemental beings peeking from behind roots and stones, soft lights dancing between the trees, ancient energies moving through the earth itself. And farther in the distance, you feel the presence of dragons, ancient, wise, protective, like guardians of memory, guardians of earth, guardians of forgotten wisdom. You feel wonder and curiosity and remembrance, because something deep inside you already knows this world. The rabbit continues leading you forward until you get past the forest and opens into an enormous, breathtaking landscape. And as you step out into it, your heart opens. Before you stretches a living world in complete harmony. Crystal lights shimmering through water and trees. Nature intertwined with beautiful living architecture. Cities built with the earth instead of against it. Humanity remembering how to live in connection again. And in this place, you realize something profound. Magic was never absent. Attention was. Humanity has become distracted by fear, division, and survival. It forgot how alive reality truly is. And now feel in your awareness beginning to expand. Feel the dormant parts of yourself gently waking back up. Your intuition strengthening. Your inner knowing clearer. Your ability to feel energy increasing. Telepathy, synchronicity, all beginning to activate like ancient muscles, remembering themselves again. You were never disconnected. You were only taught not to notice. Allow yourself to feel everything around you, the abundance of possibility, creativity, support, opportunity, and love. The forests continue growing, the rivers flowing, earth continues creating life, and you are connected to that natural abundance. So for just a few minutes, allow yourself to stop feeling the fear and the overwhelm, and instead simply receive and open up to the wonder and possibility and remembrance of the living consciousness all around you. And sit here for the next 2 minutes. fingers and your toes. And take one final deep breath in and out. And remember, the living world has been waiting for you to notice it again. Okay, thank you. Alexa, volume down too. Okay, so Apollo and Gaia, you still there? I am thirsty after reading all that. How did y'all feel? Did anyone see anything with the city? I was excited for that prompt to see what y'all would see. If you saw anything cool, please share. I'm so glad you've enjoyed it. I have so much fun coming up with, I've realized that, I've been looking back at my life and being like, what did I really love that could be applicable to this stage in my life? And there was this, my mom was a nanny for this family, and one of the kids that she took care of, I was always in the back seat of a minivan, right? And they were always in the front seat being driven to all their after school activities like tennis and ballet and soccer. And so I'm just in the back seat just watching these people live their lives, right? But to pass the time, we did a lot of stuff in that minivan. And the older boy, he would come up with stories. He was really big into Dungeons and Dragons, and he would come up with all these stories in his mind and come up with like basically a meditation, like how I'm reading to you a story and then you find this thing. And it was magical. All of us kids loved it. We would spend hours just telling us a story, and it's something I always admired. And so I love that I get to do that again, bring that back to you all in a way of like, I don't see it in my head, but I can come up with a good story for you, a pretty picture. So that's what I love doing. So thank you for letting me do that and for enjoying them so much. I appreciate it. Okay, Apollo and Gaia, did we get the activations we needed today? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna post the replay on this, and remember, I know we talked about a lot of the darker rabbit holes today, but the reality is, just as Emily has said before, and if you're still here, Emily, I was talking about the Area 51 rabbit hole and the Hantavirus rabbit hole, because again, just like you were saying, it's true that a lot of these headlines we're seeing are purposely over amplifying fear and the probability that it will end up poorly. But we're learning that there's truly, like, we need to trust the process. Yes. And it's like more likely that everything is going to work out and it's going to just completely be taken care of. Because the reality is, humans are, as someone who's studied biology, and I have many friends in the science field, I know that it seemed we were really inept in that last pandemic, yes. But that was purposeful ineptitude. We are not that inept. It is, we are capable of handling things like that, like this. And so the likelihood that it will turn into anything we need to worry about is extremely, extremely low. Yes. So ask, always use your discernment, ask yourself, but just trust. Until it comes into your reality, you have nothing to worry about. And so in the meantime, make your reality as magical and wondrous as you can, and follow the white rabbit. Start going down the rabbit holes of the Great Awakening. There's so much to learn about. And just anywhere to begin. Okay, guys, I gotta go pick up them kids. I love you. I love me. Let's make this world what we want it to be. Bye, guys. Oh, and thank you, Apollo and Gaia. Make sure to blow out your candle and say thank you. It's 11:11. Perfect. What a lucky day.